in the learning path, which they have decided to undertake. Our first speaker, she is doing the presentation mastery pathway, level 1, project 2, evaluation and feedback. Speech type is speech to inspire. KPI is to inspire Toastmaster Miracle members to enjoy every opportunity given. Title of the speech is Being Busy is My Type of Fun. Let us now put our hands together to welcome NASHITAH BAHARIN with her speech entitled Being Busy is My Type of Fun. Being busy is my type of fun, NASHITAH BAHARIN. Over to you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmasters of the day. Okay, Master Shifu from Kung Fu Panda the movie once said, if you only do what you can do, you will never be more than what you are now. So if you remember from my first ever speech here in Miracles Toastmaster, I talk about my interview experience, from how I failed and from how I partly succeed, and from how I secluded myself from associations during my diploma and why I wanted to become an active student right now in my degree. So on one fine evening, I came across a recruitment poster. Oh, I should try this one, I said to myself. I immediately prepared my resume and I sent my application. A month later, I was called for an interview session, and 2 weeks later, I was called for the second screening, an event simulation. We have 4 days to prepare an event, and it was super hectic. My role was to become Group 1 Secretary. It was not surprising at all because Vice Secretary is my second option in the application form. My first option is to become EXCO of Academy and Careers. So I don't think if you know that the role of secretary is to finalize all materials done by the group members, such as the posters, the wordings, the proposals, the paperworks. So that, and on top of that, I also have to keep in contact with the VIPs that need to attend to the event. And this is when I realized that being a secretary is not my cup of tea, because I sent the wrong poster to all VIPs. Can you imagine? I cried. At that moment, I cried because my teammates have gone through so much in preparing that poster, and I make a mistake when sending it to the VIP. I apologized to them and I tried my best to fix the problem. Then, long story short, after that, I was called in for a meeting. Yes, I succeed. Surprisingly, not even one supervisor brings out the problem regarding that poster. No one cares, actually. It's just me and my emotion. So I was called for a meeting. Yes, at School of Academy and Career, here I come. But no, I was not. Head of department? No, I was not. Vice General Secretary? No, I was not. General Secretary? Yep, that's me. After reflecting myself for a little while, I feel like, okay, just go with the flow. I apply for the Vice General Secretary because for me, it is much more easier to follow orders than to make any decision. I hate making decisions. Then I just follow the flow, and guess what? I am happy. Because General Secretary is a position in the High Council, I kind of have a cable to join any programs that I want. And because of that, I have joined various of programs, including a sport tournament, a finishing school program, Fair Excellence Award the third, Rapat Umum for Students Representative Council. After my examination ended, I became a committee for the pre-graduation dinner. And just last week, I became a committee for the FACTS Accounting Leadership Camp 2023. And this Thursday, I will be a committee for a Pemantapan Destiny Siswa program. It was busy, but I love it. This is also a sign for all of you Miracle members to actually be grateful for whatever you receive and for whatever you are offered to. Don't be afraid, because when you don't try, you will never know what you can. And when you try, you will realize that inside of you, that there is something that is much more bigger than what you are now. For me, before this, I didn't even know I have the capabilities. Capabilities of becoming an MC for a program. I don't know the stress level that I can cope with my team members. I don't know how to properly follow up with the upper hand of the faculty. And I do not know that I have the capabilities to immediately prepare documents. And because of that, I realized that I have so much more going on inside of me that I need to explore. And sometimes people that give to you, that offer you that position, actually can see inside of you, can see the something that you cannot see for yourself. Okay, for example, I thought myself as a soft-hearted woman. I can cry watching movies. When the couple breaks, I cried. When the movie ends, I cried. But for some people, they see me as a strong person. They see me as a person that can withstand the pressure of being a high counsel and being a leader of my secretary team. Of course, being in clubs also have its disadvantages. I was tired. I was exhausted. Event after events, clubs, studies, families, and meetings. But what can I say? Being busy is my type of fun. And probably one day I will look back, smiling from ear to ear, probably with droplets of tears, because this moment will never come again. So before ending my speech, I would like to show all of you my progress becoming an active member here in Puchadam. With that, I end my speech. Thank you.
Thank you, Nashitah Baharin, for your speech. From Nashitah, mistake is part of life, but you and your emotion is important for you to handle to go on. Right. Let us go for.
So we go for the second part, which is on the speech evaluation. Can I call upon Toastmaster Fadila to give a evaluation for the first speaker? Nashitah. This Fadila
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah. All right.
Hello, thank you very much, Toastmaster Saiful, for the opportunity. Hello, everyone. My name is Fadila, and I'm here to evaluate my dear colleague on her presentation, Being Busy is My Type of Fun. Toastmaster, my friend, it has been a very nice opportunity for me to evaluate you. I think, first of all, I really appreciate the fact that you stand up whilst presenting, because the story that you're telling us has a lot of energy in it. I foresee that if you were to sit down, it will be a bit mellow as compared to when you stand up. So it was a good decision to actually stand up. Some of the strengths of your presentation that I really need to highlight is the fact that you began your speech with a quotation, a phrase from the Kung Fu Panda, which really engaged us, the audience, to you to actually try to listen to what is it that she's trying to catch us with, all right? And you continue to build up your pace. In general, good usage of language, very few grammatical errors, I would say, if not none, and good sentence length in terms of the way you want to present it. It's not really like a reading type of sentences. You also use appropriate hand and body gestures to complement your presentation, which is very good. And in terms of speech structure, I would say that I can appreciate your introduction part, the body of your presentation, as well as your conclusion. Okay, you've got that, and I can actually feel that. However, because this is an evaluation, there will be some points or areas that I think you can improve. It's basically on me as well, telling myself that I should be doing this if I were to present next time. I think first of all, you did include emotions in your presentation, but when you hit certain areas where it's supposed to reach climax or dramatic situations, you tend to lack a bit in the way you project the story. When you say, for example, you send the wrong poster. You say that I send the wrong poster. If for example, say, I send a wrong poster, it would be more dramatic. People would actually like, oh my God, this is like a disaster. You see? So if you can put a little bit of emotion there, definitely it will hit the audience better, right? When you say, yes, you got the position, put more emotions there, you're going to be great, right? And even though I say you put nice hand gestures, but I think towards the end, it was too much, where your hands keep on moving, when I feel like you probably better to just stand still there, not moving your hands, but that's fine, because sometimes it's just to make sure that momentum is ongoing. And just one more thing, I think this is just me, but because when we are presenting and we're being evaluated, sometimes certain movements, like you keep on your hijab, you see, you keep on moving it like this, trying to cover it, whatever, that attracts the evaluator. So if you are just like presenting with your friends, I think nobody would mind. But if you're being observed, that kind of habit will be picked up. I think that's all for me. It was a great presentation. Thank you very much. I learned a lot from you. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Fadilah.